Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandvat Pranams.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandvat Pranam.
We missed you the whole week, Prabhu.
No, Prabhu, Dandvat Pranam.
Mataji, some personal health issues, so I had to travel.
No problem, Prabhu, but we missed you. That's all the thing.
Okay, so we'll get started today. So hope you're all doing well.
Definitely, Prabhu.
Okay, so let's begin. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadadi Swapadandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jahatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Just a second. Okay. So did you all get a chance to go through the slokas, go through the purports that we discussed in the previous classes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. So now what we should do today is, today I just was thinking that we can do some test. Right? We'll do a short quiz before we continue with the class. Are you all okay?
Prabhu, you told you will be, you asked us not to miss today's class because you will be taking some important verses, Prabhu.
Yeah. Continuation of previous. We will do that, but I thought we'll just do a quiz also for about 10 minutes.
Yes.
So that we're doing so much content, we should be in a position to remember them, right? If you don't remember, but we continue to move forward, then many new things will come, then you will see that you're not able to understand them. Okay? Okay, so I prepared some quiz for all of you. Where is this gone? Yeah. So you're all able to see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it clear? Okay.
Increase
So
a little bit, Prabhu.
you
Fonts.
want to increase.
It's
One,
all-
1 second. Make it 150. Is it better?
Prabhu.
Yes,
Is it better or you want more?
Better, Prabhu.
Okay. So now let's look at the method. So what you do is you have our chat window here. So in the chat window, you will type the answers. Okay. We'll only discuss on the answers, but you will all type the answers to see what is it. Okay. So now let's look at the first question. So this, we've gone to chapter 7. Now we did chapter 7, 8, 9 recently. So we're just taking those three. Later on, we'll take the previous chapters also. So let's go to chapter 7. I hope you all remember chapter 7. Okay. Srila Vyasdeva Ashrama in Badrika Ashrama. So in the ashrama, what sort of trees he had?
Berry
Uh,
tree.
Berry, Prabhu. Berry trees.
Berry, mango, banyan. Is
Berry.
it berry? Are you sure?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
No, it was people's tree, right? People's tree is the king of all trees. He meditated, he sat down under the people's tree and wrote, right?
The name Badri itself
Berry,
comes from
berry,
the berry.
Vadanaran.
Okay, so Badarayana refers to people's tree, doesn't refer to berry. Okay.
Yes.
So people's tree is the king of all trees. You know what is specialty of people tree? Anyone knows?
We heard all the devatas live in the. There is at the bottom, and Vedas also live there. Like
Yeah.
Krishna says that among the trees, I'll live in the people tree, Prabhu. Ashwatha.
Correct. Okay, good answers. From a material standpoint also, I'll tell you how this people tree is. People tree is called the king of all trees even today. Okay. So now let's say you take, there are taproot systems and there are spread root systems, right? So taproot system means when a tree is planted, the root will grow exactly down like a line, like a straight line. So the best example of a taproot system is Nilgiri tree
Any bean.
or a
Delta
teak tree. Okay, and the root will grow exactly down straight. So it can go very deep. If the tree is 30 feet tall, the root also will go 30 feet down like that. Amazing, no? And it will suck all the water. So generally, all the trees, they suck all the water from the ground. But people's tree, they don't suck all the water from the ground. What they one tree in a radius of 100 meters, more than 100 meters, wherever water is there, it will collect the water and get it near it, like a magnet. The water will get attracted to the roots and then come stay, but it doesn't absorb the water. So when you plant some other tree near a people tree, that also grows very well. That is the beauty of people tree. I mean, this is from a scientific point of view. And spiritual point of view, all of you gave good answers. So like that you see. So you see how creation is amazing, no?
Prabhu, I also heard that it gives more oxygen than the other trees. Gives out more oxygen.
Okay, could be. That I don't know, but could be. Right? Okay. So now let's go to the next question. Of all senses, of the various senses, the most effective.
Years.
Year.
No, we have to wait me to complete the question, right? Health is attaining the highest perfection of life. The choices are ears, eyes, hands, and skin. So type, please type. Okay, so we have 2.a. Okay. I want all of you to participate. See, whether it is someone telling or not is not the thing. You should participate. When you participate is when you learn. If you don't participate, you don't learn. Okay. So ear, eyes, hands, and skin. So why ear stands greatest? Because of Shravanam. You can hear. You can hear the pastimes of Lord. So more than seeing, hearing is topmost. Right? Yesterday to Shifali Mataji also I was telling a pastime also. Once Srila Prabhupada was in Vrindavan when his spiritual master Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura came to see him. See him means he had visited Prabhupada had gone to see him. So there was morning aarti and all those things all done. And then they announced that there are 2 programs now. People can choose. One program is we have Sheshashai temple, and there is some Aarati Seva or something like that. So whoever wants to go there, they can go there. And 30 minutes later, we'll have Srimad Bhagavatam class by His Holiness Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. So when they announced, you know what happened? Many people were assembled. 99% of them, they said, they're all Gaudiya disciples, and during that time, they all said, okay, we'll go to Sheshashai temple to see. Srila Prabhupada and few other devotees, they stayed back saying that no. Hearing from Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati is topmost important. Then seeing that, because deities can be seen anytime. Maharaj will give class and he'll go away. He remained to hear the nectar from his spiritual master. So you see what happened. Prabhupada became a topmost Jagat Guru, he became. So Shravanam is the topmost. We may do many services in temple. We may do many things. But remember, your Shravanam followed by chanting, Kirtanam is topmost. Then comes all other things. Okay? All other things are assistive to Shravanam and Kirtan. Right? So remember topmost priority. Okay. Third question. Srimad Bhagavatam is a science for following the path of. Please type the answer.
Mukti.
Okay, please type answers. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of them are typing A. Okay, so we have Nivritti Marga, Pravirti Marga, Mukti Marga. Actually, it is Jnana Marga. Okay. So now let's look at what is Nivritti Marga. Nivritti Marga means renouncing ourselves in the path of life where we don't do much of material sense gratification. Spending all our life and time and consciousness in remembering Krishna is Nivritti Marga. Okay. Pravirti Marga means, what is Pravirti Marga? Who can answer that? Pravirti.
Opposite of Nivritti Marga.
That is not the answer. So Pravirti Marga means involving ourselves in material activities.
Material activities.
Sense gratification, samsara, family, business, home, society, all these things is Pravirti Marga. Okay, Mukti Marga means I want only liberation. He doesn't care. It may also include impersonal liberation, so it's dangerous. Okay, Jnana Marga means only acquiring knowledge. So which is the one Srimad Bhagavatam teaches? I see most of you are typing A. Okay, so we have some C's, but see, understand it's Nivritti Marga. So Nivritti Marga is the right answer. Okay. Now let's go to next question. Urukrama specifically indicates the incarnation of a Lord as Matsya, Kurma, Vamana, Varaha. Okay, please type, so that everyone can type. So 4 is okay. So now let's see why it is Urukrama. What does Urukrama stands to?
He will increase his body size.
That is Uru. What is Krama?
Extraordinary work.
No, Krama means he can cover the whole universe by his 3 steps. Right? When he keeps a step, he can cover the entire universe. That is Krama. So Urukrama means Vamanadev. Right? Who can grow like that in size, and with his 3 steps, he covered the entire universe. Okay. So 5th. Sukadeva Goswami. Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, can you kindly repeat the meaning of Urukrama?
Krama means one who, by his ability, can cover everything.
Yes, Prabhu.
Uru means who can grow in immensely some tall, unimaginable heights like that.
Okay.
Okay, so Urukrama refers to Vamana because he became Trivikrama. He covered the entire universe by its 3 steps and he grew in size also. Okay. Question number 5. Sukadeva Goswami was attracted by There are 4 answers. Fragrance of flowers and sandalwood pulp anointed on the Lord, like Chandan Yatra we see, right? That one. Then the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, that means just activities of the Lord. Then beauty of the Lord. Mystical abilities of the Lord. Okay, what do you think is the right answer? This is a very tricky question. It's not so easy.
The transcendental pastimes of the Lord.
I knew everyone will select that. But go back and read the verses. Read the verses from the 7th chapter.
Oh, beauty of the Lord.
Beauty of the Lord,
Beauty of
correct.
the Lord. Yes.
I know it was a trap that you will get caught. He
Prabhu,
attracted the beauty of the Lord. He glorifies no Lord's beauty in that sloka. Hmm? Okay. Okay, let's go to 6th question. Ashwatthama used dash as the last option to protect himself. I think it's very easy. This is the one? Okay, all of you will get right. It is Brahmastra, right? So 6th is Brahmastra. He used that as the last option to protect when Krishna and Arjuna were chasing him. He didn't know how to run. He didn't know what else to do. So he released the Brahmastra. Okay. Now let's go to question number 7. Okay. Among the Pandavas, who was in fear of killing Ashwatthama, even after hearing Draupadi's words of sparing Ashwatthama? So we have answers like Yudhishthir, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadeva. Who wanted to kill him, even after hearing all the
Bhima.
Okay.
Bhima.
Okay, so that's all very simple. It's Bhima who was against. He wanted to kill, right? So we have 3 contradictions. Bhima wanted to kill. Draupadi and Yudhishthir wanted to, spare him. Okay. Krishna wanted to punish him and not punish him. And we had Arjuna was confused what to do. I mean, confused meaning I won't say whether confused, but Arjuna was bewildering what to do. When he heard all of them and he heard Krishna's instruction, he said, okay, I'll punish him and I'll not punish him. So that's the step he took. Okay, all good?
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
far good. Okay. Now let's go to the last one. Finally, Ashwatthama was what? Killed, forgiven, punished by being severed both hair and jewel from his head, or driven away. Which is the right answer? Simple one,
C.
right?
C.
Prabhu.
Yeah, good.
C.
Okay, so are you able to recollect now from chapter 7?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu, absolutely.
Okay,
Good
good. Now
question.
let's do chapter 8. Very quickly, we'll do chapter 8. Okay, so this is a praise by Queen Quinty, right? So let's do chapter 8. Before advent of Kali, the Brahmanas, cows, women, children, old people were specially taken care of. From what? One is maintains chastity of society. Second, we get good generation of peace, tranquility, and progress of life. Third, both A and B, D, none of the above. Which is his answer? Okay. Okay, we have mixed opinion. We have B and C. You all got the answer? You all got the question?
Yes.
Okay. So, what was the goal of Brahmanas? Before advent of Kali, what was it? It was both, right? Chastity of society also true, as well as good generation of peace, tranquility, and progress of life. So answer should be
D and C. A and B.
A and B. That is C. Answer is C. Okay. Okay, now let's look at the next one. Maharaj Yudhishthir's frame was spread in all directions. Remember, he performed Rajasuya Yajna. Now, here's a comparison. Indra performed 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. But how many Yajnas did Yudhishthira Maharaj perform?
3, Prabhu.
Okay, type your answer. So, question 2, how many Yajnas did Yudhishthira perform? 1, 3, 50,000. So, that's why I type the sloka here also, 1.8.6. If you go there, you will see Krishna asked him to perform 3 yajnas. Right? What are you remembering or forgetting? I'm seeing more silence. Huh?
3, Prabhu, 3.
Okay, 3 is the correct answer. Okay, so now let's look at the next question. Question number 3. When Krishna was about to leave to Dwaraka, who came running towards him in fear? This is very easy.
Kunti Maharani.
No.
Uttara Prabhu.
Uttara Prabhu.
Ah. See, Kunti came, but she just came to offer prayers. But who came running towards him? Running is the key word.
Uttara.
Uttara, why?
Because the Ashwatthama's Brahmastra hit her, it was burning sensation, so she comes running.
Yeah, it was coming to kill her. She didn't know. Meaning kill the embryo of the child. She didn't know what to do. She didn't take shelter of the Pandavas. She didn't take shelter of any demigod. She came running to Krishna. Right? Pahi Pahi Mahabaho. Same, that's sloka. Okay, now question number 4. The embryo within Uttara womb, when attacked by Ashwatthama's Brahmastra, was protected by what?
B.
B, okay.
B
is correct. Yeah. Krishna's Sudarshana Chakra.
Chakra.
So it went and then covered the womb of Uttara and then it protected the radiation of this. Okay, excellent. Now question number 5. Queen Kunti addresses the Supreme Lord Krishna as what? A. Enliver of cows and senses.
All the above.
The sons of Vasudeva and pleasure of Devaki. Boy of Nanda and Gopas of Vrindavana. All of the above. Which do you think is answer? Yeah, all of the
D.
above. D. D is the correct answer because all are true, right? Go Brahmana Hitaicha. So cows, Brahmanas. Then he gives pleasure to Devaki and also his son of Vasudeva. That's also true. Then he's son of Nanda, the Gopas of Vrindavana. So that's also true. So, okay. So we'll go to.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya Sloka Prabhu.
Yeah. Correct. Okay, now question number 6.
Harish, just one question. For question number 4, later on, Kunti Mataji says that Krishna himself saved the embryo. Like later on in the verses, she says that. So I actually thought that Krishna himself went. That's what I thought. When she said that.
But Krishna, his name, his paraphernalia, his weapons, his form, his entourage are all non-different. They are one and the same. So when Krishna Sudarshan Chakra acts or Krishna acts, both the same.
Okay, in that sense. Okay, thank you.
So for example, let's take Narsinghadev. Okay. So Narsinghadev is who? Is avatar of Lord, right? Correct. But actually, if you read those scriptures, you'll find that how did Narsinghadev manifest? Is the Sudarshan Chakra, he expands and then he manifests as Narsinghadev when he comes. Now you can argue whether it's Krishna or Sudarshan, but both are the same. Both Krishna and Sudarshan Chakra are non-different.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now question number 6. Kunti Devi prays that they may have calamities again and again because why? They could see Krishna again and again, or they would no longer see repeat births and deaths. Both A and B, or Kunti was totally frustrated in life. So what's the right answer?
A.
Both A.
Both A and B. Both A and B. You read Kunti prayers, no? One of the prayers, she also says, just by seeing you, there won't be any more births and death also. She also concludes that. One is true. A is definitely true, but she also confirms about repeat birth and death. They don't need to take. Okay. Then question number 7. After Lord pacified Queen Kunti, again one more person stopped. Who?
Yudhishthira.
Yudhishthira is correct. So Yudhishthira said, oh no, you should please stay back with us and things like that. That is when Krishna stays back. Okay, for some more time. Yeah, okay, good. So now you're able to recollect 8th chapter?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, we'll do 9th chapter very quickly. Okay. This is Bhishma Dev passing away. Okay. On hearing the news of Bhishma Dev's death, who assembled? in front of Bhishma Dev? Is it Pandavas with Krishna, Rishis, Brahmanas?
All the
All
above.
the above.
All of them. Correct. Okay. Then second, who is called Brahmarata? Is it Vyasdev, Bhishma Dev, Yudhishthir, Sukadeva Goswami? Who's called Brahmarata?
Bhishma.
Oh, you're using the word Rata and telling Bhishma. Sukadeva Goswami is called Brahmarata.
Vyasadeva is Vishnu Ratha.
Correct. So why is he called Brahmarata? Because he was taught both Mahabharat and Srimad Bhagavatam from Vyasdev. And the details of all his teaching is referred in Brahma Vaivarta Purana. And he translated those teachings again into nectarian subjects, which is present to us today. And hence he was awarded the title Brahmarata. Right? You all forgot. So questions, answer to question number 2 is?
Yeah.
Sukadeva Goswami.
You can also go to Sloka 1.9.8. You can go to Sloka this number 1.9.8 and you can find the answer that I'm telling to tell you. Why he was called Brahmarata. Okay. Okay, question number 3. Bhishma said, although Pandavas had to undergo terrible sufferings, terrible injustice, tribulations, they were protected by what?
Supreme Lord.
Lord,
Supreme Lord. The
or all the above.
You should
See
make up
Supreme Lord and religious principles, Prabhu.
Huh?
All the above, Prabhu. All the above.
So all the above is the correct answer. Okay, good. Okay, so 4th. The only desire Bhishma Dev had while dying on his deathbed was which one? A. Transport to Vaikuntha, relief from pain, make his mind be absorbed in Supreme Lord, may he regain health and wealth again. So which is the one?
See.
See, Prabhu.
So he fixed the beauty of the Lord, the form of the Lord in his mind and closed his eyes and he's departed the world. Right? C is the correct answer. Okay, 5th one. Dash asked Bhishma Dev on the essential principles of various religious who?
Yudhishthira.
But Lord Krishna only asked, no, then only Yudhishthira heard, no?
Yudhishthira was instructed by Krishna to ask to Bhishma.
So who asked?
King Yudhishthira, you need to ask your grandfather to know how you need to leave the country.
Okay. So answer B, King Yudhishthira is correct. So don't get confused even though I twist it.
Answer, Prabhu.
Answer is Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira asked Bhishma Dev. See, Lord Krishna was just an observer. He didn't speak anything. Okay. Question number 6. Bhishma Dev gave knowledge on dash.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Yeah. King's duty, householder's duty, principles of pleasing the Lord. He spoke about devotion to the Lord. In fact, he said, whom do you think this person is standing here? You think he's your cousin? No. He's Supreme Personal Godhead. Look at him. Then he talked about his bodily features. Then he talked about his devotion. Right? All of them he talked. Okay, last question for the day. Bhishma Dev transcendent relation with the Lord Krishna is in dash rasa. Which rasa? Parental? Fraternal?
Eternal.
Conjugal? Chivalrous.
Chivalrous.
Okay, you all made up your mind. But he was like fatherly, no, to him?
No.
No?
Chivalrous, Prabhu.
Okay. So
Chivalrasa is in.
Virya Rasa, no, Prabhu.
Virya-rasa. Chivalrous means
Yes.
Virya-rasa.
But you have written humor there, so confusing.
Yeah, I will write confusing things, but you should be very.
But it's this humor.
One question, Prabhu.
Chivalrous, it refers to chivalrous, no?
Yeah,
That
chivalrous.
It is not that humor, it refers to comedy.
No, it's not common.
Yeah. Humor.
It is chivalrous is the Virya-rasa is the correct answer. Okay?
What he sees during the war, no problem.
Yeah, he experiences us,
Yes,
no?
Krishna comes with the.
Throughout he experiences that only. Okay? So Bhishma Dev also is clear in your heart?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, Pandavas, when they caught Ashwatthama, they were in dilemma. whether to kill him or not, like that. And can we call it duality, Prabhu? Can we call it duality?
See, this duality is correct. See, now, if you look at it from our standpoint, now let's say 5 of us are there in that situation.
Yeah.
We will think like that and we'll act like that. Why? Because we are influenced by duality. You got it? But what happens in reality is orchestrated by Lord and his associated. How you should see, for example, punishing a Brahmana is important. Krishna could have just told one-liner to Arjuna, hey, just don't kill him, punish him, and then leave him off. He could have told that. But why he left everyone to participate to take the decision is for us to understand. You got it, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
What is the answer for the 7th question, Prabhu?
So wait, what is the 7th question?
That is chivalrous, parental.
Chivalrous, Viryaras. He was in Viryaras.
Chivalrous. Okay, Prabhu.
So, Balaji Prabhu, are you clear as to why that was enacted?
Yes, yes.
So, when you have a critical situation, you take a decision based on these teachings. Oh, if it is a Brahmana, how do you deal? If it's Kshatriya, how do you deal? If it is a grave mistake, how do you deal? If it's a simple mistake, how do you deal? So, all these things Bhagavatam is teaching us.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, and also important thing to learn is Arjuna never took the decision in his hand of killing Ashwatthama. He waited for instruction from Krishna and acted accordingly. Why? If he killed Ashwatthama out of rage, he will have to pay the price of karma. He will face the reactions. Right? See, Brahma Hatyadi Kanicha, we sing now in Tulasi prayers. So, Brahma Hatyani means, Hatyadika means killing a Brahmana. Now, that is considered the topmost sin. And Arjuna was very clear, he didn't want to take that. So, he waited. He waited for Krishna's final instruction. Krishna, you tell me what to do. Now, Krishna told, do like this, he did, and then Krishna took the reactions of it. See, this is important in our devotional life. We should not take decisions, and it may cause difficulties for us. We should say what the Shastra says, what Guru says, what other sadhus say. Accordingly, we should take a decision. Sometimes things may be unfavorable to us. Here, it was a great loss for Arjuna and the Pandavas and Draupadi about all the children being lost. What else loss could one see? The greatest loss. So, even though it's the greatest loss, how to act? Now, today, we may have a financial loss, but how to act? You cannot act impulsively. You cannot act in a whimsical manner with devotees. That is the point you should understand. Are you able to understand? There will be very large testing times for us. Let's say suddenly one devotee may be asked to leave the temple. Get out. You are nonsense. Like that, they could have been asked. But how he should act? The devotee is very important. So these are the learning principles for us.
Like King Chitraketu Prabhu.
Yeah, King Chitraketu, Ambarish Maharaj, everyone, they teach us so many examples, right, of how to handle a situation, how not to handle a situation. That is important. Otherwise, generally what happens, because of our impulsive attitudes, takar we take decisions and we pay the price. Then later on we'll repent. Oh, I should have not done, I should have not done, I should have not done. Right? See, I'll give you an example. Even though it's a sensitive example, I'll give the example without quoting names. Okay. Now, this is all Jayapadak Swami Maharaj was put into a difficult situation by certain senior devotees. Okay. And it put him so much of anxiety for him that he could not take that anxiety level that it caused a stroke for him. Okay. And that stroke almost was life and death for him. Now, later on, other devotees repented. Oh, we should have not put him into such a situation. We made a mistake. We should have dealt it in a pleasing manner. See, now, because of our actions, a Vaishnava is suffering like that. Then later on, they repented. See, That is what we should avoid. Okay. Sometimes we have tough situations in life. What to do? Let us go through difficulty. Let us sit and analyze properly and slowly, and then act is important. Rather than acting impulsively, we should not do under all circumstances. When you practice this in spirituality, you will practice that in material life also, with your family members and kith and kin. You will be patient. You will not be in urgency. Okay. Okay, are we good? So let's go to read the slokas now.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So we have to read
11.
11, 12, right? Okay. So in the previous sloka, the purport is so attractive. So we'll just read the purport once again. This is sloka 10.10. I'll just read the purport for your understanding. Lord Krishna is so attractive for the living beings, right? Everything is attractive about Lord. Lord's name is attractive. Lord's form is attractive. Lord's pastimes are attractive. Lord's paraphernalia is attractive. Anything about Lord is attractive. People cannot take their eyes off. Look at Ramayana today. What is there in Ramayana today? Have Bollywood not produced more thrilling movies than Ramayana? They have produced. Have not Bollywood produced more loving movies than Ramayana? Yes, they have produced. But why Ramayana is still attractive? When did Ramayana happen? Ramayana happened almost like we are talking about 8 plus 11, almost 20 lakh years back it happened. 20 lakh years. We can't read yesterday's newspaper today. Huh? Even in our favorite movies, if we have to see a 5-year-old movie, we don't have attraction. Correct, no? So, if we are getting attracted to a 11, 15 lakh old story of Lord, and still you see our television channels rating, still Ramayana is the highest viewership rating. Do you know that? The Doordarshan Ramayana, Raman and Sahars, procured the highest rating on viewership. That means it's attractive. So, Lord is attractive. Okay? Is the point clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
So attractive, it's impossible for them to tolerate separation. Who? Look at it here. Subhadra, Draupadi, Kunti, Uttara, Gandhari, Dhritarashtra, Yuyutsu, Kripachari, Nakula, Sahade, Bhishmasena, Dhaumya, and Satyavati. So anyway, to clarify, Mataji, this Satyavati is Satyavati, mother of Bhishmadev. Yeah, that's the same Satyavati. I clarified. And also this Dhaumya is like the priest. He is the one who's responsible for marrying Draupadi. The Swayamvar and all, he only does, Dhaumya Rishi.
Prabhu, he accompanies Pandavas in the forest, Prabhu.
Yeah, correct.
He's a brother of Devala Rishi.
His brother Devala Rishi, that's also true. He's like a priest for that family also. Okay. So now, you see, all these people, they cannot tolerate separation because they are heartily united with Krishna. Okay. Now, the conditioned soul under spell of illusion energy forgets the Lord, otherwise he cannot. So when does the living entity take the shelter of Maya? When there are only two factors. Okay. First factor is when I want to be independent and I want to enjoy. See, remember these words. Independent. Independent means no authority for me. I'll do whatever I want. I want to be independent and I want to enjoy my senses. That's the first condition. He wants to be under Maya. Third, he doesn't want control of Krishna. He doesn't want control of Krishna. Hence, he turns his back away to Krishna. So, when these two things happen, he goes out of Krishna consciousness, he forgets, he enters Maya. Even today's life, right? Look at the difference between a devotee and a non-devotee. Devotee is always chanting, always remembering the Lord. If something or the other, he'll talk about pastimes of the Lord. He'll do book reading. He'll do some deity worship. So he remembers the Lord. But non-devotees, they don't remember. And hence, they are completely in Maya. So that is what he says. They forget. Okay. Now, Krishna says, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivisto mata smriti jnanam. That means Forgetfulness, remembrance, knowledge. All about the Lord comes from the Lord. What does that mean? If I desire to forget the Lord, Lord will say, okay, tatastu, I'll make you to forget me. If you want to remember me, Lord says, tatastu, I'll give you all opportunities to remember me. So, knowledge, forgetfulness, remembrance, everything comes from the Lord. So, that is what a devotee understands. A non-devotee cannot understand this. Okay. Then, the feeling of such separation cannot be described, but it can be simply imagined by devotees only. Because of extreme love, because of there's so much of love between Lord and devotees, they cannot understand, oh, Prabhuji, today is great Janmashtami, but I'll sit at home and watch movies. Can any devotee do? Impossible. Right? So that's what, that is what the glorious aspect of love and separation experienced by the devotees. After separation from Vrindavan, the innocent rural cowherd boys, girls and ladies and others, they all felt shock throughout their lives, and the separation of Radharani, their most beloved cowherd girls, is beyond expression. Right? They cannot imagine that something like this happened in our life. Oh, we are not going to be with Krishna. Right? And when that separation happened, they were in full sorrow. Deepest sorrow. That's when all the gopis, they would sing a Gopi Geet. They would, express their so much of agony, and the whole of Vrindavan was crying. It is not just one or two people. Whole of Vrindavan was crying. And then when they heard that this Kurukshetra war is going to happen, they all came to Kurukshetra to see Krishna. And Radharani was very confident. I'll see Krishna and I'll also get him back to Vrindavan. Right? So when see Krishna, what happened? She could not believe. And that's when she sang, Tava Katamritam Tapta Jivan. That's what she sings that time. And when she saw that Krishna was in a different mood, more karmic in mood because he was in the battlefield, she said, she's not my person that I am looking at, because my Krishna is a loving person. He is so much of transcendental love that I'm not able to get. So they were not be able to comprehend Krishna in the form of in the battlefield. Right? So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sings during the Rath Yatra pastimes. He sings all these things about the greatest separation of love. It is written here. So once they met Kurukshetra during solar eclipse, a feeling was expressed by them in heartrending. So there is, of course, a difference in the qualities of transcendental devotees of the Lord, but none of them, whoever contacted the Lord by direct communion or otherwise, can leave him for a moment. That is the attitude of pure devotees. So pure devotees cannot leave the Lord. They have to take association of the Lord at all times. They either take association of the holy name, his Archa Vigraha, or his pastimes, or his paraphernalia, something they will take association. Impossible for them to be without the Lord. That is the glory of a devotee. So if a devotee is demonstrating non-separation, always remembering, then you should understand that he is a pure devotee. You should take shelter of such devotees at all times. Okay? So this purport, this sloka, this purport is very important. I want you to read this again and again and meditate on this purport. Okay? So now the one that I talked about is 10.10, which is important. Okay, now let's look at 10.11, 12. Satsangan mukta dushango atum notsahate buddha krityamanam yasho yasya sakrit akrinya rochanam tasminyasta diya partha saharen viraham katam darshana sprashya samlapa sayanasana bhojanai. So translation. Now here this sloka is very brilliant. It tells the consciousness of Pandavas. What sort of relationship the Pandavas had with Krishna. Read the translation, I'll tell you. See, the individual who have understood the Supreme Lord in association with pure devotees and have become freed from bad materialistic association can never avoid hearing the glories of the Lord. Even though they have heard them only once, how then could the Pandavas tolerate a separation? Now he's telling, A pure devotee cannot tolerate separation even for a moment. Then Pandavas were eternal, so they were entourage of Krishna, the eternal associates. How can they tolerate separation? Impossible. So the Pandavas are expressing, Krishna, don't leave to Dwaraka now. Stay with us, be with us. We cannot be in separation of you. So Pandavas tolerated separation, for they had been intimately associated with this person, seeing him face to face, touching him, conversing with him, sleeping, sitting, and dining with him. So there are two experiences Pandavas have. One, physically, bodily, they experienced association with Krishna. Even mentally, heartily, consciousness-wise, transcendentally, they associate with Krishna. So they are so much united with the Lord, how can they even imagine separation? So they're all crying, they're weeping. This is the highest form of agony that one experiences. Okay. Can someone read the purport? It's a very beautiful purport. Can someone read purport?
The living beings come.
Can someone read the purport?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
The living being's constitutional position is one of serving a superior. He is obliged to serve by force the dictates of illusory material energy in different phases of sense gratification. And in serving the senses, he is never tired. Even though he may be tired, the illusory energy perpetually forces him to do so without being satisfied. There is no end to such sense gratificatory business, and the conditioned soul becomes entangled in such servitude without hope of release. The release is only effected by association with pure devotees.
Pause, Mataji, pause. Okay. Have you all experienced this? In
Yes.
material life, what happens? We are entangled into it. There's no way out for us. Continuously, we are, bothered by it. And we cannot come out of it. That's why you see, it's difficult to get someone out of the material activities and preach him and say, do this. So much of entanglement. He's chained like that. And what's the only solution? Mercy of the Lord and
You see the devotee.
Guruji.
association of devotees. That's what he says. By such one, the release isn't affected by association with pure devotees. So the devotees play the biggest role in life of a person. Right? If not for the pure devotee, that person would have never changed or come out of that material entanglement. Not only in this birth, birth after birth. Okay? Are you getting the point here?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So let's read. Continue reading.
Hare Krishna. By such association, one is gradually promoted to his transcendental consciousness. Thus, he can know that his eternal position is to render service unto the Lord and not to the perverted senses in the capacity of lust, anger, desire to the law, to lord it over, etc. Material society, friendship, and love are all different phases of lust. Home, country, family, society, wealth, and all sorts of corollaries are all causes of bondage in the material world, where the threefold miseries of life are concomitant factors. By associating with pure devotees and by hearing them submissively, attachment for material enjoyment becomes slackened, and attraction for hearing about the transcendental activities of the Lord becomes prominent. Once they will go on progressively without stoppage, like fire in gunpowder. It is said that Hari, the personality of Godhead, is so transcendentally attractive that even those who are self-satisfied by self-realization and are factually liberated from all material bondage also become devotees of the Lord. Under the circumstances, it is easily understood what must have been the position of the Pandavas, who are constant companions of the Lord. They could not even think of separation from Sri Krishna, since the attraction was more intense for them because of continuous personal contact. His remembrance by his form, quality, name, fame, pastimes, etc. is also attractive for the pure devotee, so much so that he forgets all forms, quality, name, fame, and activities of the mundane world. And due to his mature association with pure devotees, he is not out of contact with the Lord for a moment. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare, look at that. Huh? So when we associate devotees, slowly and steadily, our material consciousness will go away. We get more spiritual consciousness. So what is the first thing to get the best benefit out of this? What's the first thing that one should do when they associate devotees?
Should hear to them, Prabhu.
Okay, excellent. Should hear to them. Very good. What else?
We should respect them, Prabhu. We should respect them.
Respect them. Excellent.
For the activities.
Compassion.
What else we should do when we associate
We
with
should try to follow their principles, Prabhu.
Very important. See, look, what does Mahajanas do when they lead their life? Follow. See what they're doing in their life. How they're leading their life. Follow them and see how much you can impart in your life. Very important. Okay, then
Discuss about the Lord.
ask clarifying questions to them.
Yeah, okay.
Matajis, Prabhujis, what is this? How do I understand this? Because they are the best source for you to clarify your knowledge. If you don't clarify your knowledge, what happens? You are moving ahead with a non-clarified, with an incorrect knowledge. That means you will do incorrect conclusions, incorrect activities, which is not good. So clarify. How do you clarify? By asking submissive questions. Okay, good. Any other points? Okay, importantly, when you are in that situation, hey, I'm trying to be a recipient from devotees, pure devotees. When you are in that mood, what the most important thing you should not do? You should not find fault with them. Moment you find fault with them, Krishna makes the arrangement that you are never a recipient of that devotee. You get it? This is the biggest mistake that devotees do. They are respectful for material people. But when it comes to devotees, they find fault with them. They find fault with them, they blaspheme them. See, is it not conflicting? We are going to a devotee to take his association, get benefit from him. But while we deriving that association benefit from him, we are finding fault with him. See, you are contradicting. You are contradicting your own stand with the devotee, which means you will see your devotion life is disturbed. Is the point clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, one doubt, Prabhu.
Yes,
When
Mata.
Aurangcharan Das had come, he's Maharaj or
He is Prabhu. He is Prabhu.
When he came, Prabhu, after the end of the lecture, I told him, like, your lectures are very difficult and the language is very high, we couldn't understand. But today it was very nice, Prabhu, we could understand very well. I said, is that finding fault, Prabhu?
No. No, that's not finding fault. That is like expressing, how we feel about his presentations and things like that, right?
Yes.
That's not finding fault. Finding fault means you will observe his activities, then you'll say, see, Vaishnava is supposed to do this, look what he is doing. Okay, I'll give you an example, Mataji, just to make you understand finding fault. Now, when we attended our courses and programs, we were taught that Achaman must be done sitting. Achaman must not be done standing. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, one day I was standing behind the temple altar. Maharaj came. I don't want to name the Maharaj, but one Maharaj came. He came and said, Sundarupa, I need to enter the altar. So I want to Achaman. Can you give me Achaman cup? He asked. Oh, yes, Maharaj, I'll give you. I got an Achaman cup with water. He said, just hold. I held in my hand. He was standing and he did Achaman. After Achaman, he entered the altar from backside. Okay. Now, my immediate consciousness is telling what? Hey, see, Shastras tell you're supposed to do sit and watchman. Look, he's Maharaj, but he's standing into watchman. What sort of Maharaj he is? Look, he doesn't know this basic principle. How can he give Srimad Bhagavatam? See how I found fault with him? You got the point?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu,
Once I'll complete.
yes.
Our tendency is to behave like that. This is the behavior of the mind. Now, our intelligence. Intelligence is what? Is not polluted anymore because we are practicing. So, what intelligence should tell? Yes, there may be a situation like that, but it's none of your business to find fault. You move ahead. Don't look at these variations. It is between the Lord and that sannyasi. It's none of your business. This is what my intelligence told me. I said, oh, correct. None of my business. So I just walked away. Okay. So can you see the behavior of the mind? Can you see the behavior of the intelligence? This is how we act.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhu. Now, when the intelligence is polluted, what will happen? I'll tell you. I will find fault with that Maharaj. Then what else I'll do? I'll go and slowly in a rumor manner, couscous manner, I'll go tell another. Look at this Maharaj. He doesn't even know this, that. And that devotee will do, he'll go tell another one. And look at the way we've created offense. You get the point?
Class attend చేసేస్తే ఆఫీస్ లో ఇక్కడ వచ్చి ప్రసాద్.
Okay, are you getting the point clear?
Yes, Prabhu. We got it, Prabhu. But because our intelligence is polluted, Prabhu, am I audible, Prabhu?
You are audible.
Prabhu, because our intelligence is polluted, sometimes we try to find fault. And though fault is there, in that case, should we just ignore or should we forgive, Prabhu? What we should do?
No. There are two kinds of fault finding. One is called constructive fault finding. One is called destructive fault finding. Okay. Destructive fault finding is what I told you as an example today. Okay. What is constructive fault finding? You found an issue. Oh, there's an issue. My objective is not to put that person down, but my objective is to solve the problem. Okay. If that is objective, your actions, your vacha, manasa, vega, all will be perfect. You will act accordingly. Okay, maybe I'll take the help of someone, or I will, request a senior devotee to speak to him. Something like that, you will do the right thing. You will not be destructive in your actions. You get your point?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, one more doubt of mine is that, like,
Yes.
in your fight, like if that person is known to be a person, like who is a great preacher or a guru, like when he does this, like where this means we in your fights, what we'll do, we have to follow Mahajanas, like the people, what the famous people do, we do follow that same thing. Like the new fight, because you people know that which is right and which is wrong, then we people will think, okay, it is between God and him. So, like, if a new fight, if he says, oh, that Maharaj has done like that, and it might be that he'll follow the same thing. He'll stand and do Achmanam because he'll not be knowing. Because that Guru is doing, he will follow the same thing. Then is he teaching the wrong way method to that, then this will impact on the neophyte devotee.
Okay, very good point, Mataji. Brilliant question. One of the most brilliant questions. Okay. So now there are two aspects you should understand now. First, in everyone's life, there are certain exceptions. In everyone's life, there are certain exceptions. And why it happens? Because of time, place, circumstances. Okay, now let's take example of Daksha Prajapati's life. Now, Shastra says that you can respect a person by paying dandavats. You see him, you can fall at his feet. Okay. Or you can pay respect by folding your hands and then, inviting him or bending in front of him. Or Shastra says you can also pay respects in your heart. In your heart, you can pay respects to him, and that's also acceptable. All three are acceptable. Okay. Now, Daksha Prajapati saw in that fire sacrifice arena Many juniors, they paid obeisances when he entered because he's a Prajapati. Okay. Then he saw some of his equals, like Brahma and all those things. Brahma, even though it is his father, he bowed his folded hands. Okay. But he saw Shiva, Lord Shiva, who was his son-in-law, he paid respects in his heart, but he didn't see that. He didn't see that means he has to understand that. Okay. But he didn't understand that. What he did, he reacted and he cursed and became a nonsense in the whole arena. Okay. So this is what is important. This is what we have to understand. That means anyone's action cannot be concluded just like that. That's the first thing one should know. Okay. Second thing, anything to conclude is not just Guru. It is Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. What does Guru do? What does a devotee do? And what does Shastra say? Right? So if you've seen this, okay, we are supposed to stand and do Achaman from this person. But I have also seen other devotees sitting and do Achaman. Then what is the correct thing to do? Let us check the Shastra. What does Shastra say? Oh, that means this Maharaj could have done as a sudden situation that he might have done. So I should follow, not follow that. I should follow this. This is the maturity in devotional life. In the initial stages of devotion, you may not get this maturity. Accepted. By practice of devotion, Krishna is the Chaitya Guru. He will teach you how to mature in devotional life. And that is called progression. It helps you understand, Mataji?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I got the answer. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Oh, very nice. Good. Okay. So now you see, it is important to be associating with devotees and be submissive in our dealings with others. The moment we are submissive in dealing with others, Krishna opens the gate of opportunities for us. Everything gets opened up for us. And we will see many brilliant things happen in our life. I will tell you, just practice these two things. Apart from whatever you're doing, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, whatever you do is good. But for you to progress in your Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, do these two things. Okay? One, be submissive at all points in it. Think that you're insignificant. Okay? Be very cordial, talk nicely, do all those things, but be submissive. Okay? Second, be renounced. Don't be attached to things that you possess in this world, including your own body and your own self. Don't be attached. Just don't worry about it. We may think, oh, it is my money. Oh, it's my this one. Oh, it's my position. Oh, it's my class. Oh, it's my people. No. Don't be worried about all those things. Even if you have a temporary worry, use your intelligence to get over it. That's perfection. Practice these two, you see how things happen in your life. You will be amazed how your life is changing. In this very life, I guarantee you that. Practice your devotion, you're chanting your sadhana, whatever it may be, you do it. Practice these two things. Be renounced in your heart, be very submissive in your attitude. That's it. You will see amazing wonders happen in you. Okay? That is my message for all of you today, including myself.
Thanks, Prabhu. Thanks.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, so it is 7:06. Is it okay? We'll just do only one sloka more. Is it okay? Are you all okay to do one more sloka?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yes, Prabhu.
10.13. Sharve te nimishai akshaish tam anudruta chetasaha vikshantah sneha sambadha vichelastatra tatraha. Translation. All their hearts were melting for him on the pot of attraction. They looked at him without blinking their eyes and they moved hither and thither in perplexity. Look, this is called real love of separation. Today, when our near and dear goes from our house, maybe for, let's say, higher studies, to hostel, or get married and go, or die, what it may be, we are showing these qualities. But with the Lord and other devotees, we are not showing these qualities. You see, we have a great scope for improvement. Look at them. The heart, look at the analogies given on a pot of attraction. See, let's say you have a butter in the pot and it's just melting, how it is. So like that, they're giving that analogy. Like that, the whole body was just melting. Oh, Krishna's going, what else is there in my life? Okay. They looked at him without blinking their eyes. They didn't want to lose the association even for that 1 microsecond. No. How can I stop seeing Krishna? The form of the Lord is so attractive. How can I stop seeing him? And they moved here and there. You see, people in anxiety, they'll walk in their balcony, lift their left side, what to do, what to do, what to do. So they were all in that. This is called real devotion. Look at the Hastinapur Vasis. This is how they were demonstrating love for the Lord. And Lord notices all of them. Lord reciprocates. Right? We saw that when Krishna and Balaram came to Mathura, they went into the city. He went into the city, they want to see one garland maker. Okay. So this garland maker, he was so dedicated in his services to the Lord. I'll tell you what happened. He knew that Krishna Balaram were coming. So he was, he knew meanings, okay, they would come one day, like that he knew. Okay, so he's a garland maker. He was making his garland in his house and he has many people around him. They'll all do the service for the Lord. When Krishna Balaram came to the society, to the town, they specifically asked about him. Where is he? Where is his house? And they all showed Krishna Balaram, that's his house, go there. When he went to the house, when Krishna entered first and Balaram came behind, Krishna stood there. This garland maker is inside his house and then he's just turning and then seeing who's come. He just sees his feet. And slowly he sees his feet, he sees his knees, thighs, his navel, and then his chest, his neck, and he sees his face. He realizes it is Krishna. Unlimited happiness. Unlimited happiness. He immediately fell at the feet of Krishna. He immediately fell at the feet of Krishna and said, what fortune that I have done that you're visiting my own house. The garlands were there. The best of the garlands were there. He took the best of the garlands there, even though it was for a particular service which he had already promised somewhere. He took that and immediately offered to Krishna. And not only he did that, he immediately took another set of garlands to put to Balaram. And along with Balaram, Krishna, some servants and all had come. He garlanded everyone. He respected Krishna and all his associates. He did not differentiate. And Krishna immediately hugged him. He hugged him and he said, what do you want? I'm so pleased with you. He said, oh Krishna, I don't know whether I'll get liberated or not. Still look at his humility. He has seen the Lord, eye to eye, face to face. But can we all avoid speaking? Yeah. He has seen the Lord eye to eye, face to face. That means he's already liberated. But look at his humility. He's still asking, Krishna, if at all I get liberated, if at all I don't get liberated, please give me birth in a family of Vaishnavas. And ensure that I become a friend of all the living entities. And then please help me to always remember you, to practice devotion. The only 3 things he asked. What did he ask? First, please help me to be born in association of Vaishnavas. Please help me to be a friend, be a mitra to the entire world. Third, please help me to remember you and continue to practice devotion. These are 3 things he asked. He did not ask for anything for himself. He asked everything in service of others.
What is the third one, Prabhu?
Practice of devotion, remember you.
Okay.
Always remember you. So, you see, this is called real love for the Lord. And Krishna is seeing him for the first time. He is seeing Krishna for the first time. He only knows Krishna by descriptions. And with that description, he has attained so much of love in his heart. This is beauty. And that's what Lord appreciates. And immediately Krishna hugs him. He hugs him and he's so pleased with him. So this is what we should be. We should be a mitra. We should be a friend of all devotees. In fact, all living entities. We should always do devotion, remember the Lord. And we should be very renounced in our life, in our heart. Not wanting position, not wanting power, not wanting me to be center of everything, not wanting this, that. No, whatever comes my way, I'll take it. If it doesn't come my way, no problem. I'll wait. If this devotional consciousness we develop, we can achieve the mercy of the Lord like I think. We'll achieve greater heights in our life. Okay, I'll just read this purport quickly before we end the class. Krishna is naturally attracted to all living beings because the chief eternal amongst all eternals, Nitya, Nityana. He is alone the maintainer of the many eternals. He is stated in the Katha Upanishad, and thus one can obtain permanent peace and prosperity by revival of one's eternal relation with him. Now forgotten under the spell of Maya, the illusion energy of Lord, once this relation is slightly revived, the conditioned soul at once becomes freed from illusion of material energy. It becomes mad after association of the Lord. What is mad of association of the Lord? He never wants to miss his service to the Lord.
Laulyam.
Today, in our center, our devotees call, oh, is there any service? No service for me? Okay, I won't come. We have practically people calling and telling, making statements like this. Is this devotion? No. This is not devotion. So, this is what we should be. This association is made possible only by personal contact with the Lord, but also by association of His name, fame, form, and quality. Nama, Guna, Rupa, Leela. Srimad Bhagavatam trains the conditioned soul to the stage of perfection by submissively hearing from a pure devotee. So that is the perfect of glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam has brought in this literature in its cantos and its chapters and its examples so that devotees can continuously practice this again and again and perfect their lives. That is the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so what do? We take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam at all times. Here, what is there? What the Lord says. Develop those qualities in us. It is those qualities that we develop in our life, Krishna evaluates. Are we ready to be part of the kingdom of Godhead? If those qualities are not ready in us, if we've not manifested those qualities, then Krishna says, okay, maybe you need to take few more births before you develop those qualities. So he may ask you to stay back. So that is not the goal of our life. Our goal of the life. Today, there was a nice poster sent in one of our WhatsApp groups. I'll just read that poster. Very beautiful poster. It attracted me. Where is that poster? No, it's not here. So Prabhupada is saying, Prabhupada is saying that Prabhupada is saying that don't go after all these material allurements. Don't go after all these material attractions, right? Bungalows, assets, cars, this, all don't go for all these things. Your life and purpose is not for that. Your life and purpose is to serve the Lord, remember Him, go back to Him. If this is your purpose, don't do other things which doesn't meet the purpose, right? So hence, we should take all these things and then move forward. Okay. So we'll end the class here today. We'll continue from our next classes. How love was expressed by the Hastinapur Vasis when Krishna was leaving, and how love was demonstrated by the Dwarka Vasis when they received Krishna in Dwarka. We'll receive both. Any questions before we end the class?
Haribol, Prabhu, you compensated for the week for us. Thank you so much.
Hari.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please record the class, Prabhu.
It is recorded in YouTube. It is recorded on YouTube. Just send a message to Pawan Prabhu. He'll give you the link.
It's already posted.
Okay, great. Okay. If there are no questions, we'll end the class here. We'll associate again on Tuesday evening at 6:30 for discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Karandara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Om Tat Sat.
Let's all pray for our dear Sham Prabhu once, Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. One more question from
Hare
my
Krishna
side.
Prabhu,
Like,
Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Mataji.
yeah, it is not related to this particular. But after listening to all this, like if in our family they are not following Krishna consciousness, and if I want them to come to Krishna consciousness, what should I do? Like if I say directly, they will not like ISKCON means they have got. I don't know. They don't have a good impression. So I want them also to be in this.
Practice. Okay,
So
noble
what
thought.
should I do? What should be my duties?
Where
so
are you
that I
located,
can bring
Mataji? Where are you
Yeah,
located?
yeah, I'm in Kanakpura Road, Vajrali, Ragunahalli, Prabhuji, near Konankunte.
Okay, do one thing, Mataji. Have a very small, short program, maybe for your
Yes.
family and few others, and invite some of us. We will come, and then we'll have some association at your place, and we'll also have association with your family members.
Yeah,
We'll try
Prabhuji.
to do a small session, and then where we can ask simple questions and make them to realize. Like that, we will do.
Yeah, Prabhuji, thank you so much. I was so much worried that I want them to bring. And actually, my son-in-law, he's up to that. But my daughter, no, she's behind the pets and she keeps many pets in her house and all. So that I just want, she's 21 years old. I just want her to also be in Krishna conscious. So that's it, Prabhuji. And she has got many questions about related to Prabhupada. Like her friends are poisoning her ears so against Prabhupada, so that she's getting. She has many questions, and she asked me those questions. I could not answer her, so that's what I couldn't bring
Like
her
this,
to the.
Mataji. That way, what will happen? One is she will get association of devotees. Second, in this session, we can address many questions. It's not like a class. It will be very interactive, like a friendly manner. So we can address all those questions. So that way, they will be better off than what they are. It is not that they're going to change. They'll be much better than what they are. But that association, by hearing some of these good words, the journey on spiritual life has started in her. How it will manifest, when it will manifest, things we don't know. But it started, right? We'll start. Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhuji, please tell me when should I arrange in my house so that I will call them also and they'll be.
You arrange one Saturday evening, something like that. You let us know. Let us give us 1 week notice advance so that we can plan.
Yeah,
You can
Prabhuji,
call me or whatever.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.